And we're back with another.
Look what that happened.
Don't be loud. Be a good boy. Okay. Wow. Wow. Bruh, your fan is loud as shit. Gosh. Oh my.
What's up, guys? Here with the first ever NBA 2K League champions, Knicks Gaming.
Where are these
And you're
bum
watching
deals?
2K TV.
Hey guys, welcome
Hey,
to
look
NBA
who's
2K19.
back.
I'm Rachel,
Damn.
and this is NBA 2K TV, your source for in-game updates, expert tips, and exclusives
Me, my
with your
VC.
favorite NBA personalities. We're excited to be back, bringing you guys brand new episodes every single week, all season long. Let's start with what's new in NBA 2K19. We have all the modes that you love, with even more to explore. Play Now
What?
Online now has team or player control, with leaderboards and trophies, and new rewards including teams and players for online competition. In My League, the deepest franchise mode gets even deeper with a new mentor system, updated all-star format, and much, much more. Take control of a new expansion team in MyGM, the Saga Continues story, control a single NBA team in traditional MyGM, or compete with friends in My League Online. And if you really want to mix things up,
Yo, what
use
up?
over
What
40
up, Mikey
historic
Gaming?
draft classes
What
from
up, Jamar
NBA
Johnson?
history.
Nice, bro.
My
Nice.
career and my team have seen
What up,
a
Ninja?
ton of changes, and to help you guys navigate through the new additions, we'll have Robbie and Dan on the show later. We'll also hear from gameplay director Mike Wang to get you ready to take on NBA 2K19 on the sticks.
Ooh. He did a street ball move. That was
The
tough.
big change to my career this year
Damn,
is we've
what
taken the
move?
story international. We'll have more on that later in the episode,
around
but
his
right
head.
now we are heading to Greece, the home of our cover athlete Giannis Antetokounmpo.
What?
I like the cover.
heck?
The cover itself is great. I was really excited when my agent told me. Told my friends thought I was crazy. I was lying to them. But just being in the cover and having my family and my country and my neighborhood in the cover means a lot, not just for me and for the
Oh
people
my
that put me
gosh.
through all, and for my country too.
For the Greek community, to have Giannis on the cover is something exciting.
They were so impressed that I even heard some people saying that they are going to buy the game even if they don't have a console to play it.
Then they opened their arms for me and took me as one of their own. And this is basically paying back to them, giving back to them. And we
Oh my
started
gosh.
from the beginning together
GGs.
and get rise together.
Giannis
Press
is
ready?
inspirational
Nah.
for every kid right now, not just in
I
Greece,
like
but
watching
in
this.
worldwide.
He's a good
What up,
guy
Rise?
from a good family.
He's the ultimate role model. Remember the Be Like My campaign? We now live in the Be Like Giannis era.
And now they know your name, which is
Now they know my name. They know how to spell my name. They know how to pronounce my name. And thank you guys for helping me.
We'll have our full interview with Giannis next week, so make sure that you check back.
She look
And
hot.
during our segment with Giannis, you may have
Look at
noticed
her
these
eyes.
questions appearing at the bottom of your screen. This is 2KTV Interactive. We'll have new trivia and polls every episode, all season long, with BC prizes and more. So tell us what you're looking forward to in NBA 2K19 and win our Season 5 t-shirt for your My Player. It's easy, right?
Mike Wang here.
Your Twitch stream is broken? Why? What happened? Twitch stream is broken.
Every year, NBA 2K makes some major improvements to the series, and a lot of those improvements come from listening to your guys' feedback. So today, joining me in studio, we have the man who's listening to the
That's
community,
good, bro.
Mr. Mike Wang.
and
Oh, maybe
helping
not.
implement some of these new improvements into the gameplay.
Congratulations on Season 5, 2K TV, and it's also the 20th anniversary for NBA 2K. So we're excited to talk about the new game, and we're going to jump right into it. Like every year, we change things across the board, but for people who are new to 2K and for people who have been playing for a while, the controls have all stayed the same. So you can still shoot with the shot button or with the Pro Stick, which is the right stick. The right stick, you can pull it down and let go when it's at the top of the meter. There's a couple of options for the shot meter this year. Okay, so by default, it's by your hands like last year. You can put it under your feet like a lot of people liked, or if you wanted to, you can have it on both, or you can turn it off. So here's it with both on. So you can see it kind of fills into the middle. That's when you want to release the shot, when it gets to the middle there. So that's shooting,
And what about dunks?
and just like last year. So you
Okay.
want to hold the sprint button, go toward the basket, and you can press up for a two-hand dunk, press right for a right-handed dunk, or press left for a left-handed dunk. And if you want to get a flashy dunk as you're driving to the basket, pull the Pro Stick down. Another new thing is that you can actually branch out of Euro step layups and hop step layups and spin layups and right into dunks. So with players like
He's
Giannis
on trash
Antetokounmpo,
PlayStation.
to do that, you just start a layup, like a Euro layup,
PlayStation's so
and then you
butt.
hold sprint at the end of it. So I go to the basket, start a Euro, and then hold the sprint trigger, and then we'll finish with a dunk. So that's shooting. Passing is still just like last year. So the regular pass button with our normal passes, there's a bounce pass button, and there's also an overhead button.
What up,
So
Art?
with the overhead button, if you double tap that, that's how you get
2K19.
the alley-oops.
It's good. It's good.
And double tapping the bounce
It's
pass
real
button will
good.
give you
I'm
the
only at
flashy passes.
69.
All right, so those are the basics. Is there anything new and exciting for our users who've gotten the game over and
They'll
over?
start
Yeah, I think one thing that we really want to show this year is this thing that we're calling Takeover. We took all the things we loved about our rhythm system, our hot and cold streaks, as well as our badges, and we kind of combined them into this one feature. And the idea is that with Takeover, any player can kind of take over the game, but not everyone can do it through scoring. Maybe it's through rebounding or controlling the defensive side of the ball. So what we did is we gave everybody kind of an archetype. And each archetype has a special set of skills and abilities that they unlock as they get hot. See those icons by their feet?
Yes.
So those are all the different archetypes that people have.
Okay.
And so over time you get used to them. There's a slasher, playmaker, rim protector, post scorer, shot creator, sharpshooter, lockdown defender, and glass cleaner.
I made a
So
pure
for each one of
slasher.
these, when they get
What'd you
hot,
say?
they all have different abilities. So it's a cool
No.
new addition to NBA 2K19. It's kind of a game within the game.
All right, so while I have you here, is there anything else?
Yeah, I think one thing we were also excited to show people this year is the play in the playground has kind of been revamped. So for the high-level ball handlers this year in the playground, they can do their own specific kind of park size-up moves. So to do those, you hold the sprint button and just flick the right stick up. And you can see you'll play this
Ooh.
crazy N1 sequence. And you can branch out of these, like,
Bruh.
just like any other size-up, like whenever you want to.
Brought
fun.
and one into the game.
We also added a bunch
I
of
knew
new,
it.
they're kind of moves out of body ups. As you drive and make contact with a defender,
I should have made a play.
you can do these. So in this
Yeah.
one, he actually
Ooh.
does a little nutmeg.
Put it through
drops
his
it between
legs.
Harden's legs. So you can see right
Oh
back.
my god.
They're fun to pull off, and
Yeah.
they're for showboating in the park. So,
Good for our 2K TV WoW top plays of the week.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh
and of course,
my
also in the
God.
playground, a whole suite of new contact
game
dunks,
is about to be
playground-specific
crazy.
dunks, over-the-top stuff. And it's a lot of fun. We're excited for people to show us their replays.
Well, thank you, Mike, once again for joining us on 2K TV.
I got
And I know
center,
that we just
Nate's
touched the
Bills,
surface
Nate.
of 2K19, and I'm sure you'll have more for us next time, right?
Plenty more to come.
And guys, make sure that you check back in because Mike will be on 2K TV all season long with his expert tips.
We've been set up. Hi, I'm Dan Indra, and I'm still a game designer on the NBA 2K series. As you probably heard by now, NBA 2K19's My Career takes your My Player overseas to China, where, after going undrafted, you're on a mission to rebuild your name and notoriety. I won't spoil the story for you, but finding your way back stateside is just the beginning. More characters and challengers for your My Player to face on their journey. After you reach the NBA,
Professor
you'll
helped
be
out
introduced
2K?
to an all-new neighborhood. playground is back, and this time it's the center of it all. It's surrounded by stores to customize your MyPlayer, the Pro-Am Arena for your own 2K Pro-Am team,
Tight.
the Jordan Rec Center for pickup 5-on-5 basketball, Ante Up for high-stakes games, and the Under Armour cages with actual trampoline basketball.
Hui. Oh, bruh.
High-flying dunks.
This is the
combined with
best
powering
2K by
squats,
far.
and off-the-cage assists that promise 2-on-2 and 3v3 strategies that you've never thought possible.
This is
The neighborhood
crazy.
also features daily events like dodgeball, red ball, blue ball, where teams compete not only to find basketball scattered around the neighborhood, but also the baskets to score on, and
This is
X
dope.
Trivia, where you can earn VC anywhere in the neighborhood. Needless to say, there's always something going on. And of course,
I'm hyped,
you're just
bruh.
scratching the surface of what is available to you once you reach
This
the
is
NBA.
my year. They're gonna know your
So
name.
enjoy your My Career
Damn it.
overseas adventure in China, navigate your way to the NBA, and prepare for the most in-depth social and competitive environment we have ever created.
Oh, look at the whips.
And hopefully I will be back, same 2K time,
Oh, I can't wait.
same 2K channel.
Some dark events. All right, start the game up. Ooh, they can show Vegas.
What's up, you guys? We are here at NBA Summer League in Las Vegas, and we are super excited to be hanging out
Las
with some of the new
Vegas.
faces that you guys
I
will
wish
see
I was seeing you,
NBA
girl.
2K19.
How are you doing? Hey!
What are you hoping the 2K gets right in NBA 2K19?
Yeah, I'm 270. They better have me big and rim. You know what I'm saying? And I better be yelling after every dunk. My face better be in a screaming.
You need to get your
black
celebration. You need to get in
Yes.
the mocap and get
Yes.
those
I'm
celebrations in the
screaming
game.
on both ends of the floor. I'm just screaming and yelling.
So in 2K, you have attributes for certain players. What do you think would be your top 3?
I would say now being able to shoot, so they're gonna be able to have me shooting,
Shooting,
dribbling,
handles,
passing.
passing.
Right,
So everything on offense you have covered. pretty
right.
much. Okay.
Everything on offense and dunking too.
Got it,
Plus,
dunk.
plus one.
Are you excited for 2K19?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Right,
Every
Raj?
time a 2K come out, everybody's excited. We're excited to see
Yo.
what's new and what's changed. So, yeah, I'm excited to see the 2K.
What is your favorite part about 2K? Is there any mode in particular that you like the best?
Kind of like the story to do everything, to drive, and then play with the NBA and just try to be the best in your team. You know, just all of that is pretty much exciting because this is what we do every day.
Whatever NBA team
So
I
it's
go to,
pretty much exciting to
I'm
do
gonna
the
get
whole
the MVP.
So it's cool because even in this year's game, you'll get to live someone else's story. maybe.
Exactly. So, yeah, it changes a little bit.
Is there anything that you're most excited for in this upcoming NBA season?
Definitely, I'm excited for the whole season. I mean, it's my first time for everything, so just first time to see everything. First time to be on a team with a bunch of great players and a bunch of big name players. So just looking forward to it and looking to be able to get out there and contribute as much as possible.
Well, also while you're in Vegas, you are getting your head scanned for the second time for NBA 2K. What do you hope that they can improve on in this year's game?
My tattoos, that's it, really.
Okay.
Man, everything else.
Did you get any new ones
Yeah.
since 2K18?
Got a whole lot.
Where are they? Where can we look out for them?
On my arm.
Look like a
my
rat.
leg, And you can't see the ones on my back and chest, but I got those too.
So we'll make sure that our devs get the tattoos right. Have you played 2K with any of your new teammates yet?
I've not, but they'll lose them.
You think you're the best?
Oh, for sure.
Are you gonna use your team so you can play with
Since I got
yourself?
drafted, I only use Detroit now. So I
Okay.
use Blake. Blake is unstoppable in that game.
And now you are going to be in NBA 2K19. Are you excited?
Yeah, super
You
excited.
play a little bit, right?
Yeah. I play all the time, actually.
What mode do you like to jump into?
Mode. I play online games a lot. I just like to compete, so whenever I can play somebody, that's usually what I'm doing.
What up, MJ?
Strengths on court.
What up,
do you
Steph
think
Curry?
will be your highest attributes in NBA 2K?
They need to get my jump shot up because I was playing the other day and I kept missing. I'm like, oh my god. But I definitely got some bounce on there. Definitely got some bounce.
They gave everybody
so they got that
bounce.
part right. Just tell them to get my
My
jump
dude
shot
about
up,
to
man.
jump out of the roof.
Hey guys, I'm Robbie, producer for the NBA 2K
Hi,
series,
Robbie.
My Team Mode. If you're new to My Team, this is where you collect cards to build and customize your lineup of current and historic NBA players.
What up, 1-Inch Wonder?
You can create historic squads, use dynamic duos, or make the fantasy lineup of your dreams. To get you started in My Team, there are a wide variety of challenges. Beat these to earn weekly rewards or progress through the larger tree for some big-time rewards to improve your lineup with. Triple Threat debuts in NBA 2K19. Here you choose a 3-man lineup for quick pickup games to 21 points. In single player, you take on squads from each division, or you can test your might online for extra chances at exclusive rewards. The biggest addition this year is My Team Unlimited. $250,000 will be on the line for the best My Team player later this season. Build your lineup and head online to take on the best of the best. Earn tickets and qualify for that big tournament soon. There's more to cover, but right now there are Amethyst level players already available in packs. These are the best cards easily available right now, so if you get that Hornets era Baron Davis from throwback packs, you're in luck. Get into My Team Unlimited and let the other point guards in the league feel his wrath. I'll be back next week with more on My Team Unlimited, but until then, remember, you can't beat My Team.
I'm gonna keep going, yeah. Fortnite, Donald. What up, Jeff?
It's time for the first top plays of the season. Thanks for those of you who played the Prelude and submitted these awesome plays using the hashtag 2KTVWow on social media.
Social media. LeBron. Damn, that's tight.
It's the 2KMC, hyping your top plays all season long. We'll pick 4 plays each week and you choose a winner with 2KTV Interactive. So get your plane ticket ready, it's Prelude time. First up, Nate98 with 1.5 to go. Oh, and he sinks it with the green. Cool guys don't watch green shots go in. Hoop dreams. Living to take over.
All right.
Give me that. Get that weak shot out of here. He's taking over. Next up, it's in for 6. Competing with the 2KU timer, buzzer beater, green, Curry. Distance, 3, embarrassment, buckets, in 2KU. Last, it's King Clay. Taking it to the NBA stars. Get dunked on. It's time to vote. Choose
Of course,
your
I'm going
favorite
with
play, and
that.
the winner will
RV.
be back for the top play of the
Banged on
month.
him.
And you, submit your best plays on social media
I'm
with
coming
the
for that.
hashtag
That's what I'm gonna be doing.
2KTVWow. It's like super easy, so do it. This is the 2KMC, and I'm out.
Like what you've seen so far? Well, we are just getting started. Here's some more of what you guys
Just
can
getting
expect
started,
from
man.
2K
Come
TV
on.
Season 5.
2K, she been around for 5 years.
So they don't got no
Playing
jackets.
Blackout? What's Blackout?
You know, I played video games growing up as a kid all the time. Knowing I'm going to be on 2K, 2K's cover is insane.
Let's head to this incredible view that you have that is making me a little bit nervous to get close to the edge. And now, you're in the 2K family. First reaction.
So all I did was talk basketball with Kevin Harlan, and they gave me prompts.
What up, Harsh?
I mean, for me, I think the biggest adjustment coming into the season is just going to be the speed of the game.
Oh,
as a dynamic two-way player. It's just been remarkable to see the traction that this game continues to have. I'm amazed by it. This is not what I expected to happen at this stage of my career. But it's been great.
Getting to sit down with these legends, like Shaq is such a class clown character. He's so fun to be around. His energy just pulses everywhere, and so he was great.
What's up, you guys? Today I am back with Brent Barry. Thank you for joining us once again.
Nice to see you, Rachel.
Back on 2K
Making
TV.
this a habit doing the 2K game. I like it.
I was never told to go out to the three-point line and shoot shots. So it's a different set of circumstances.
And you've now directed, this is now your fourth.
Yes.
My career. So
Yes.
14, 15, 18, 19.
Yes.
Are there new challenges every year? I feel like this has become a bit of a home for you.
No, it's all exactly the same. No, it's all.
That's all for this week, guys. Thanks for watching, and be sure that you check back next week because we are sitting down with our cover athlete, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Do you remember the first time that you ever played LeBron, your first year in the league?
Yeah, I definitely remember. It was amazing. I was kind of nervous, but you know,
Which is understandable.
It's understandable, but whenever I play LeBron, I don't know, for some reason I play the best basketball.
Until then, enjoy NBA 2K19. See you later.
Huh? I was waving to that girl. Huh? That's 2K TV. That's what I'm talking about. So they show that like once a week. Yeah, and that girl would interview me. But I would have to hit it really soon. This dude's on the Spurs? I'm on the Lakers?
And both these
When the
teams,
hell did
Brent,
I go
love
to
to
the
push the
Lakers?
ball, push the pace. What are some things that all great fast break teams have in common?
The biggest thing, Kevin, is that you have committed runners on the wing. Point guards, their vision of the floor, their peripheral vision, they're always looking for guys. If they have guys committed to, once the ball is rebounded by their team, that their first two steps are hard and they're filling the lanes, then excitement and opportunities for highlights are coming.
Running with a purpose.
Running with a purpose, running ahead of the ball, and then attacking the rim
Let's go,
with
baby.
great
Let's
consistency.
go, baby.
Having
Where's
great
LeBron?
runners helps the fast break game.
Good point. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for San Antonio. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and
Get this shit.
Gasol.
Let's go.
Young is out there with Green, and it's Anderson in at the small
go.
forward. And AI with the stop.
And it's not hard
We
to
back.
see AI out there in an NBA uniform and not be reminded of that huge dunk he pulled off
Oh,
while
yeah.
playing in China. I still remember that play going
That
viral.
shit.
Yeah, Greg, he was the talk of basketball after pulling off that dunk, and it actually helped him kickstart his path to the
go.
NBA. It's incredible,
Let's go.
isn't it, how a dunk can change a career.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Lopez, a screen on Green.
Oh, you
And
missed
it's
the
sent back by
cutter.
Aldridge.
There's that length and anticipation. Hard to get the ball over Aldridge in that
Give me
scenario.
that shit.
Stolen by AI. Here's Ingram. Drops one in from the wing.
Let's go,
Ingram's
baby.
got his first bucket in this one.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Young
that
with
shit.
the ball.
Remember you was talking
Looking
that
on
shit in
AI.
China?
Gasol. Then
forget your
Gasol
ugly
with the
ass.
dunk.
Now, he's not going to impress you with
No,
the
I'm not gonna be
overall
playing Black Ops
athleticism,
4, bro.
but respect the length of Pau Gasol. A powerful finish there.
Now, here's AI. For three, Harris.
Let's go,
And
Harris.
Good coming on the assist by AI.
Kicking the ass.
Harris has got himself on the board with three there. Now,
Huh?
here is Young.
He's guarded by AI.
That means that was a center position. That means like you're
Lopez
just
grabs the board.
You're good for rebounding.
Sputtering just
like
a bit
player,
here, 1 for 4
I
in the
made
game.
a different player.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
No, pure glass cleaner. Yeah, like you get rebounds, glass cleaner.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes
from
in.
a new position, I gotta fix
Brent, of
that
course,
whole
you
thing
won a
up.
championship with the Spurs back in 2005 and 2007. Talk about the differences between those two teams.
Well, the similarities are more what I would go with, Kevin. 2005, it was a year where we leaned on Timmy a ton to beat a very physical, rough and rugged Pistons team who had won 6 Eastern Conference Finals. Maybe Manu Ginobili was the MVP of that series, by the way. And in 2007, the younger guys had grown up. We beat the Cavs 4-0, and that was LeBron James just putting on a show to get into the Eastern Conference Finals, beating that same Detroit team.
What up, Israel?
Here's Green after the basket by the Lakers. Gasol kicks to Young.
I wanted help.
From outside, off the mark. Lakers leading by 6. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Greg Popovich and I did speak a few minutes ago. He really thinks his team needs this win after losing the first 2 games of the season series to this team. He wants them to stop the dribble drives and other penetrations to the hoop. He said, we've seen how tough these guys are finishing around the rim. The challenge for us is to force contested shots.
This game this year is cool. Only got 2 points? What the?
Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Nailed from three-point land.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward, exceptional court awareness.
Randall is the 4 with Lopez in the middle. Harris is out there with AI. And it's Kuzma in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5.
The defense is crazy on this game. And I did run into him like an idiot.
Anderson outside. The pass to Gay. There's a screen. 6 to shoot. Murray, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of it.
As a coach in this league, you have to have guys that you can depend on. AI is always going to give you 100.
And up until very recently, AI was grinding away in the G League. And from what I hear, he made a lot of progress with his approach to the game and fine-tuning his skill set.
And more, Greg, there are players who just figure it out when they get in the G League. You wonder if AI is the next player to make a successful leap.
Yeah, I'm about to get MVP of
Gay
the
against
finals
Kuzma.
in the league. That should be real where I just grabbed it, man.
Right on
they should have let me
Good
just
on the
grab
shot.
the ball and go.
Young's got 5 now.
He didn't even
That's
see
now
me.
7 out of their last
That was
10
realistic shit.
coming off the assist.
And Rudy Gay, Greg, has always been a fantastic scorer since he came into the NBA.
And Gay doesn't do as much scoring as he once did, but he has become more efficient. Doesn't have plays ran for him, gets looks through his instinct.
bro.
And as he's gotten
This
older,
game's
Gay
too
has
realistic.
become even more crafty with how he scores.
Lopez a screen. AI drives in.
Why is it not passing it to the cutter?
From downtown, Green with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Gay against Kuzma.
6'6", no.
Gay dishes to Gasol. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Green. Harris passes to AI. Yep, it counts. AI's got his second bucket. And with AI teaming up with Harris, it's actually a throwback to their collegiate days together.
And you know, Harris was the star of that team, but AI, he carried his own weight, no doubt about it, in that deep tournament run. I know they've had some issues in the past, but they must have put things behind them to team up together now here in the NBA.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Rudy Gay. The Lakers have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. Free throw good, Kuzma. And so it's Los Angeles, riding a 15-point.
For sure, bro.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the 3rd and 4th quarters. Nice game, great performance by Harris.
And you know he's going to come out aggressive, and you do what you can to slow him down, and thus far it hadn't worked because he's been amazing.
Even though we expect this kind of stuff from him night after night, it doesn't make it any less extraordinary to watch it in person.
Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. Young is out there at Green, and it's Anderson in at the small forward position.
Second player taken in the 2006 NBA draft. Aldridge has been an all-star multiple times and one of the game's most prolific scorers over the past decade.
Both free throws good from Aldridge. We have so many great point guards in the league right now, Brent. Which of them do you think does the best job of running the pick and roll?
I think Chris Paul still heads up the top of my list for pick and roll operators. He's so devastating and has been for his entire career. In the mid-range, just settling in at the free throw line and popping shots that seem effortless, and he's able to knock it down. Steph Curry still at the point guard position does so many unique things, Kevin, playing without the basketball and setting screens away from the ball to open up teammates, which eventually gives him opportunities to shoot threes. So divergently different, those two, but two of my favorites to watch.
Screen by Young, Green with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Gasol passes to Aldridge, and Aldridge slams it in.
That's what you're going to get with Pau Gasol, a tremendous passer who's got his eyes up at all times.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's AI. Good defensive work there by Young. Last outing for San Antonio, it was a loss to the Pelicans in New Orleans. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, LaMarcus Aldridge and the Spurs got through some tension in their relationship early on. Now, Greg Popovich said it became apparent that it really was me. He'd been in the league for 9 years. I'm not going to turn him into some other player. That was just silly. So we took care of it, and he's been fantastic. Guys?
That's why Pop is the best in the business, DA. He's always going to figure it out. Thanks. Here's AI. That one doesn't go. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. The tray. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
Just didn't like the energy level in that one, and that offensive execution also was lacking.
Now, they made a few shots, Greg, but just wildly inconsistent.
Oh, yeah, I'll show you,
bro. Talk about getting thrown into the fire. We're seeing the first NBA minutes for AI in one of the biggest games of the season. This team must believe in him to look his way with everything on the line.
And if you follow the news, you might have heard the story of how AI came. Came to land on this team. This is as pressure-packed a debut as it gets, and AI has to be both terrified and elated right now.
And Young kicks to Gasol. Back to Young. Fires for three. Rebound the Lakers. Kuzma's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And Pau Gasol really on the tail end of what has been a Hall of Fame career. He's a 2-time champion, international star, nothing left to prove, but still manages to put up points with his sharp approach to the game.
And the Lakers making a change here. Randall's checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Gasol. DeJounte Murray comes in for Danny Green. And it's Mills in for Young. Here's Mills. From down in the low post, it goes. Mills has got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Los Angeles leading by 13. And with Pau Gasol, even after almost 2 decades in the league, Greg, he is still a very effective player.
You know, Pau just never seems to get credit for how smart a player he is. When he makes a play on offense, he knows exactly how a defense will react, what will open up, and what the best options are. Kobe knows just how great a teammate Gasol is, and Gasol's knowledge of the game really on an elite level.
Big group substitution. Spurs trail by 20. They've got AI. Julius Randle is out there with Dang. Then it's Isaiah Thomas, and it's Hart in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. Ginobili the pass to Gasol. Gay against Dang. 5 to shoot. Shots good by Gay.
Adept at converting at the mid-range. Rudy Gay, when he gets room to shoot, he's not going to think about it 2 times.
Thomas dishes to AI. Launches it. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound in this one. Gay outside. Good looking screen by Gasol. Good on the bucket. 6 points for Rudy Gay.
Yeah, you can't give Rudy Gay that type of look. He's going to knock that down more often than not.
Here's Thomas trying to get open as Dang. Again, the Lakers.
Yeah, you can't allow those kind of looks. That's the type of defense played by a team staring at a double-digit deficit.
Gasol kicks to Ginobili. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Murray for 3. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got his 3rd rebound tonight. And AI with the basket on the assist from Randle. AI's got 9 points here in the second half.
And Corey Harris, a star player in college, a very polished product when he came into the NBA, and he just looks like a natural leader out there on the floor.
Harris quickly becoming, Greg, one of the bigger names and stars in the NBA. I know this team was simply ecstatic to land him on draft day, and he's a big part of their future. Off the screen, and the jam by AI.
Well, you got to respect AI's jumper first, but at the same time, he can burn you off the dribble, so pick your poison.
Spurs trail by 20. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. So many teams switching the pick and roll, and we can see it defensively, what it does. How our offenses counter.
All right, everybody, huddle up. Hey, keep it tight. Don't let up on Marcus. You got that?
Yeah, we clear. I understand.
All right, man. Now, look, let's bring this W home. Bring it in.
Let's do it.
Ready? Break!
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Lopez, he's checked in for Julius Randle. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Luol Deng. Ingram, he's checked in for Josh Hart. And Harris subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. The Spurs also changing it up. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Gay. Green comes in for Manu Ginobili. Young is subbed in for Murray.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Anderson. Shots good from Young.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Count it, good. And the Lakers lead by 21.
Gotta see Ingram get going down low. Just another dimension of his game that he continues to develop.
Aldridge sets up the pick now for Young. Spurs passing it around. And the shot is good. 8 points for Aldridge.
Well, passing is something he does very well, especially when it comes to leading his man to the right spot.
AI, that one off the back iron and out. Spurs trail by 19. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Young.
And as long as the lob pass is on target, Young will finish it off. A legitimate alley-oop threat.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. And Kuzma slams it in.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned. Playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
Ingram against Anderson. Young with no one around. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Los Angeles.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And the effort here tonight, adding to the W column for the season. It'll go down as their 48th win.
And they've really had a dominant run of games against this opponent this year. They played them 3 times and won every one.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for AI.
And he was remarkable, absolutely destroyed the opposition. Any matchup he had tonight, it felt like he was going to dominate.
And if AI is familiar to anyone, you might remember him from his college days. Played a big role in a college tournament run not too long ago.
And unfortunately for AI, he got a little ahead of himself and declared after that run. And NBA scouts felt he just wasn't ready and ended up going undrafted. Just seems like he needed more time to mature. But I'm guessing he wished he stayed another year in college.
Young's shot is off.
Well executed, great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
And Green gets it to go.
Well, good balance and squared up shoulders. If there's one thing Green does better than anything else, it's nailing catch-and-shoot Jays.
Kuzma sets a screen. Here's AI. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Lakers lead by 20.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
Yeah, tick-tock and not much time on the clock left. Double-digit lead and coming up roses.
And so it's the...
You get paid a lot. Bro, I want to play. Where's LeBron? You're getting 1,000 VC a game. Bet you play for the Lakers for 100 less. Phoenix Suns for the Lake Show. Lake Show for the Suns. Damn, I don't know. 990. Hello. What up, gaming? Max bonus. One-time bonus. 3 years. Counter offer. Let me get 1,000 per game for 20 minutes. I want 2 bonuses and I'm not sure if we have. Damn it, you. I tried to milk him. But I'm about to give him a 3-year chip, bitches. No Fortnite arc. No Fortnite arc.
What it do, youngin'? Hey, appreciate you meeting with me.
Yeah, you can thank my agent for that.
Yeah? He happened to mention why I wanted to sit down?
Nah, you know, just told me to keep an open mind.
When you moving to a new spot?
Oh, you know, a couple weeks back.
I'm filling those cases up with trophies.
I still remember my first check, man. Had the Knicks logo on the top corner. Next day, I went out and bought me a watch or a Frosty. 3 weeks later, on the road in Miami, hit up Mansion post game, and the next morning, woke up. Poof, 200 large, gone.
You heard of insurance?
I thought I was gonna play forever. Like Vince Carter, collecting a paycheck and a pinch. Last thing I remember was James Harden's grin. He hit me with that half cross, half carry thing he likes to do, and I'm waiting for the step back. And next thing I see, black. Woke up in Cedars. Mama was sitting there with a Bible on her lap while the doctor told her that I had hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Means my heart muscles were so swollen, the blood couldn't pass through no more. Doc told me I could never play ball again. It's the worst day of my life. The hoop was my identity, man. It was my reason. After that, man, I just spun out, you know? People try to reach out, you know, all the dudes from around the league that you'd expect. All try to make me feel better, but I wasn't hearing them. Wasn't long before I was back in my mama's crib in Jersey. Same single bed, flat broke. It's amazing how quick the cheese melts. Humbling. Comes for us all. Matter of fact, I still remember the first time I saw you playing the Dyke. It was a freshman. So cocky, you'd make LeVar Ball blush.
Oh, all right. So that's why you took my ankles, huh? Man, I remember. People still send me gifts of that.
That's why you so salty, huh? Man, you are competitive. I get it. No one likes to clown it. Man, the reason I did that, though, man, you was out there stealing my shine, man. I couldn't just relinquish the crown, man. It's Dykeman.
I know, man. They never let you forget.
Right? Man. So we good?
Yeah, man, we good.
All right. See, the real reason I'm here, I want to manage you.
Oh, okay. Yo, man, have you ever managed anyone?
I mean, technically, you're the first player I've ever even approached about this. But wait. You know, the last few years, I was coaching AAU, and I was finishing up my finance degree. You know, I've been paying my dues.
I don't know, man. Like, what's an undrafted free agent even need with a manager? You know, agent and lawyer got me covered.
No. Listen, they're deal makers. I handle the day-to-day. I'm talking media, endorsements. For instance, how much you paying for this crib, huh?
I don't know, 6.
6. It's a new apartment building over on Park that's willing to let you live there rent-free if you just mention them on social media. I got a car dealership and a furniture warehouse that's willing to do the same thing. That's a new crib and a new car gratis. I mean, it might not be glamorous, but listen, You gotta think about this. Do you want to be the kid with the frosty wrist? Or the one with the diversified portfolio, huh? Look, our paths wouldn't even pass a sobriety test. But we made it back. We're survivors. The real ones.
Hey, you know what? I don't have to think about it. I'm in.
Where the hell? Killer Shark, what's good, bro? Why can't I change my shit? Alright, I'll show you right now. I'll show you right now. Hi.
Thanks, man.
Where are my free LeBrons? They do not got shattered backboards on the shelf, ever. They got none of these shoes on the shelf. This is a big ass lie. Where are my LeBrons? So, I don't get no LeBrons, huh? So, what came with this $100 edition? Not shit. Get that. Why aren't none of these free? I'm not buying no damn shoes.
I'm actually good, man. Maybe next time.
No worries. Have a good night.
Nah, I'm not playing in park, so I don't need an outfit, bro.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Damn, I forgot to switch the minutes. Damn it.
NBA regular season opener for a couple of teams. Thank you all for tuning in. So happy you're here. I'm ecstatic that you're here.
I miss you too,
and I'm
Ernie.
really happy that Kenny and Shaq are here
I
too.
miss you too, Ernie.
Yeah, me too. And tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks going up against the Phoenix Suns here at their home. Well, for the Suns, they're focused on coming out of the gate strong.
Maybe I could switch it right here.
That's a great look at our location tonight. The home of the Suns here in downtown Phoenix.
Oh, all right.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here. And as they...
Thanks.
Thank you for that, David. You think back to when AI made his debut at the end of last season. Just a whirlwind of time for him, guys.
You know, it must have felt like being dropped onto a moving treadmill. I mean,
opening night of the regular season, blue sky for every team, Doris. Optimism is high. Players thinking about all the possibilities ahead.
No doubt. It's a time of tremendous optimism for both the team and the fans of these teams, and the culmination of the work you put into the offseason, who's improved their skill level, who's added a dimension to their offensive game. We're all salivating for the start of this year.
Cannot wait. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, the 4 is Barnes with Jordan as the 5. Doncic and Matthews, the 2 and the 3. And it's Barea in at the 1. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Warren. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Clock at 6. Here's Jordan. Rebound by the Suns. Ayton's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Pulls up. Ariza no luck.
man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Yeah, that's a surprising miss, Greg. I have a feeling if they get that shot again, they'll knock it down next time.
And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the summer league as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age, that is incredible. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Pass to Barea, back to Matthews. Dallas moving the ball around. A nice shot by Barea.
I'll tell you, don't let the diminutive size fool you. This guy is not intimidated and can get his shot in the painted area.
Matthews with the steal. And now Matthews pushing it up. No one back to stop him. That ties the game.
Just lackluster transition D. That is just too easy.
Oh, come on, you got to put up at least a little bit of a fight, right? He simply ran down the court and goes right to the cup.
Ariza passes to AI. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
Here's Doncic. And another basket for Dallas.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
Down low, Mejri with the steal. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And stolen by AI. And here we go. Fast break, and AI's got it.
It almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
There's 14 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Tipped away. In the corner, Powell with it. And the 3 off target. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll get things. Wesley Matthews in his 4th season with the Mavericks, talking about
They showed the most faith in me. You know, they
coming off that Achilles injury in Portland. Dallas wasn't shy offering him, Greg, that big contract.
And he's now in a contract year. We'll see if he continues to be a part of their long-term plans.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
For me, that defense in the first period, just tremendous shot blocking.
All right,
they
I'll
have
add you
smothered
back, yo.
every opportunity, it feels like. The other team has got to be nervous on field goal attempts.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Phoenix looking who they've got on the floor. Trevor Ariza out there with Chandler. Then it's AI. And there's Jackson, and it's Daniels in at the 2 spot. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Mavericks were ecstatic when Dennis Smith Jr. fell to them with the 9th pick of the 2017 draft. For a team in need of athleticism and size at the point guard, it's been a hand-in-glove fit. The 6'3" Smith has a 48-inch vertical, one of the highest ever measured.
A terrific young player, an elite NBA athlete. David, that's for sure. Good stuff. Thanks.
Boy, I'll tell you, it takes a lot of confidence to go with the floater. That is not as easy as it looks.
The Dallas Mavericks last season could not have been more disappointing, Doris.
Well, you think about management for this organization, Kevin. They had tried to avoid a rebuild. But at some point, every franchise probably has to go through it. And one of the things you must have in a rebuild is patience.
Here's AI. And just looking back at AI and how he started his NBA career, what a way to make an entrance into the league in a pressure-packed situation, Greg, like this.
Yeah, and a lot of players would have been overwhelmed, but AI was instrumental in getting the win and helping the team secure a playoff berth. What an incredible moment it was for him in an NBA debut.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Ryan Anderson, he's checked in for a reason. T.J. Warren comes in for Jackson. And it's Devin Booker in for Troy Daniels. AI dishes to Anderson. Chandler kicks to Warren. A 3-ball. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's Barnes. They get it back. Smith, no luck.
Boy, a little too casual on the layup. Temporary loss of focus, not good.
Booker in the corner. Matthews with the steal.
What is this shit?
In the corner, Smith with it. Barnes outside. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 3.
That's just terrific job by Barnes. In full attack mode, dominating that area of the paint. Go to work, Harrison.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And though some were skeptical of the contract Harrison Barnes signed, he's lived up to it.
And we're through the first half of basketball. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Guys checked in for the Suns. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. And the Suns miss again.
You know, he's working on his inside game, but clearly there's still a little more work to do.
On the floor for Dallas, Smith at point and Doncic next to him. Inside pairing is Dirk and Jordan. And it's Barnes and at the small forward.
And you know, known for that rim-rocking dunking ability, Smith Jr., though, a special talent. This is a guy who wants to keep getting better over time.
And you know, Dennis Smith Jr. is a player who just is oozing with confidence when you see him play.
I just love how Smith Jr. will attack every player he goes up against. Chris Paul, who Smith Jr. goes way back with, noticed how even as a rookie, he approaches every challenge head on. As a rookie, Smith Jr. was just jawing at the vets and dunking on everyone. He has the game to back up that personality.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
This has been one of those nights where he's really struggled. And the team hasn't, but he has.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Fires for 3. The shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. AI kicks to Booker. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Booker's got 7 points.
Kev, how about the lightning quick release? It makes Booker really hard to contest and catch and shoot.
And he makes that one. 6 points for Luka Doncic.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Here's AI. Goes back up. And it's blocked by Jordan.
And really, that's the brilliance of Jordan, just denying those shots there with tremendous power.
And that one's good. Barnes.
Harrison Barnes.
Suns leading by 5. Anderson the screen. Poked away and stolen by Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in. He has 6.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded closer. We now have rules, Doris, that protect shooters from defenders stepping underneath them. But what about when the defender leaves his feet and the offensive player steps underneath and tries to draw the foul?
Well, I think one of the things that we have to look at is, okay, we certainly do not want the defender to have unnatural movements which place him underneath the feet of the shooter, because that's where injuries can happen. On the other side of the equation, and this has become problematic to me, you see far too many shooters either jump unnaturally outside of what should be a straight up and down shooting motion, or guys who kick their legs sideways in an attempt to draw contact and fall over. But Kev, this is where officiating is about feel, touch, and vision.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Chandler. Riza comes in for Ryan Anderson. Josh Jackson's checked in for T.J. Warren, and Daniels subbed in for Booker. Holmes passes to Daniels from inside. A putback. Mavericks trail by 4.
And this is obviously where you'd like to see a 2-for-1.
Absolutely. You have to execute. No reason why they can't get a couple of chances at scores.
Now the Mavericks moving it up. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Jackson. And Matthews gets it to go.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's AI. Holmes kicks to Daniels. Passes to AI. That 3 off the mark.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
One second left, and that's not going to go. It's all tied in Phoenix. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Keep working the game. Possession by...
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a...
You know, well, I would have loved to do a little bit more out there.
answer the phone. Oh, there we go. Stream. Is the stream lagging? Stream.
I got people forgiveness, I know you really want attention. Diamonds on my wrist, got funds worth Bentley. I heard you, man, I am not from this dimension. I wrenched through from your daughter, I won't test a bet. She ain't